All right, we're jumping in here with today's training was an upper body day. So kind of the formula I've been working on is do the warm up here. So I always do a lot of crawls, rolling, just goofy stuff in my warm ups just to have fun with it. So it's just some basic crawls here. Then threw out some mats and did some crawls over mats just to give a little bit different elevations. I mean, just make it fun, just make it creative. Doesn't have to be the boring dynamic warm up full of A skips, B skips, some dynamic stretching, all that stuff. I've done all that stuff. That stuff just doesn't stimulate me and get me prepared anymore. If you do that, that's fine. But again, this is what I like to do. Follow these up with some impulses, just that quick, rapid rep impulses to kind of prepare the joints, the shoulders, the chest, the back of my shoulders, the rear delts for the impact of the day's training. Get those ready for high speeds in doing heavy weights. But the kind of formula that I'm playing around with this little cycle of training is going to be do something same with upper body and lower body, basically. Obviously different exercise, different movements, but so do something fast, which in my lower body, that's usually sprinting, and explosive and jumping. On the upper body, it's going to be, as you'll see here, some sort of throw probably, then like a plyometric push-up. So something fast, something explosive. Then we'll get into something heavy, and then the accessories. So those could be range from anywhere, just something could be a little heavier, could be more pump work, could be some more fast stuff. It just all depends on kind of what I'm feeling. I don't plan out like long-term training anymore because I find it doesn't work. Yes, I have an idea in mind and a formula, a little template type thing that I follow for myself and my clients. But again, it's going with like what we're feeling, what that week's gonna look like. Playing it more by the ear, it's not willy nilly just throwing stuff at the wall. I mean, sometimes I actually have one day a week that I usually do that where I just call it my play day or my athletic day where I just go out and do a bunch of fun stuff at the park or it's been rainy those days lately, so it's kind of sucked, but kind of have that formula. Do something fast, do something explosive, do something heavy, get some pump work in, those types of things, and kind of have training everything all the time. Whereas some days I'll do just a heavy day, or then I'll do like a speed or fast day. So it all depends on where I'm at and what I'm doing. But my training always includes some form of everything in it, basically. The power, the speed, the strength work, the hypertrophy work, conditioning, cardio. You can have all that in there. It's just about managing at different times of the year what's important, most important, what you need to work on. You have the skill work in there too, the fun and games. I always have that stuff in there. Just more volume depending on where you're at. And again, what your body is ready for, where you're at currently, what you can recover from. And again, a lot of the recovery is a bunch of BS anyway, with all the crap out there. If you're sleeping, you're eating well, you're training smart, you're training hard, you're probably doing good enough. You don't need all this magic recovery stuff. You don't need 10 days off after lifts or sprints or whatever. Again, you can condition your body and prepare your body to be ready for this, to take on more, so you're not having to recover as much. But again, here you see back to this, see the impulses, finishing up with those, the arms, the external, internal rotation ones, and then we get into our something fast, something explosive. So the crawl to the somersault overhead throw. This is probably my favorite variation that I've been doing over the last year. I've done these a lot. I just crawl. You can run into them, dive into them too, and roll. You just got to make sure your head gets on the right side of the ball, so you don't crank out that neck. But do these something fast, explosive, lighter ball, just throwing it. Compared to where I used to be at these, my speed on these is a lot faster. I should start recording the speeds, but I don't know. I don't know if they're over 30 miles an hour. But then, again, pairing that with a push. So push fast here. Again, these plyo push-ups into a roll. I just like that contact base. Then we're doing something heavy. So we work up to heavy set of 2 here today on our drop catch bench press. So again, I love drop catches. Really incorporated these a lot more over the last couple of years. Learning these from Dak, and just preparing your body for impact. You're always going to have impact in life, whether that's falling or slipping, whether you're an athlete or football player, a running back, running up the middle, preparing for that contact with the middle linebacker or whatever, or a basketball player falling to the floor. You're always going to need impact in your wrists, in your shoulders, in your legs. So you can do, I like drop catches is a great way to do that. So I do work up to a heavy set of 2 in the bench press, and then heavy sets of 5 in the rows, the single arm dumbbell row, and also throwing in this little pitcher stretch here to get the back, not a great angle. Obviously my back's, again, a 2x4. That's why we do these things, to work at it and bend it in different directions, different implements, and get it feeling much better. And I rarely ever have back pain. Yeah, sometimes it comes and goes, but again, that's just doing stuff. You'll end up tweaking it sometimes, but that's just life. But I'm at a point now where I can get it out of pain pretty quickly too. So again, working our way up. These dumbbells suck for drop catching, but because there's not a lot of hand room in the dumbbell, but it works. Basically, it's just think of dropping it fast and then bringing it back, pulling it back up. So, but same with the catches on the on the bench press. Doesn't look like it's basically just letting go, letting gravity do its job, and then stopping that and pushing it back up. So we worked up to, I think, 225 again today. Again, I probably could have got a little bit more, but again, I'm in baseball season. I don't need to push it anymore. The main thing right now is baseball. So just getting that strength stimulus is good. And a lot of times once you do that extra 1 rep or that extra set, that's usually when when you get hurt or injured, whether that's a sprint, whether that's a bench press, whether that's whatever. That's a lot of times when you get hurt. Then I'll do a drop set sometimes. When my drop set for this today was just a push-up, so I got these from Yoakum. He did them with a bench press, so you start with, so I just did 10 seconds down and then a countdown. So 10 seconds down, up, 9 seconds down, up, 8 seconds, and then worked our way down to 1 second down and up. He did them, I saw him with the empty barbell bench press. He was like 20 down to 1, I think, is what he did. I tried these from 20 down to 1 last week with push-ups and had to take a couple breaks and was just dead because, push-ups are a little more challenging than just the empty barbell with the bench press. But again, work our way up. I wasn't at that point yet. I think I got to like 12 or something and I was just dead. But so I decided to go 10 down this week, and it was a lot easier. Probably should have went to like 15 down or something like that. But again, we learn. That's why we do stuff. We learn, test things out. I really like this. This is like kind of a, I think he calls them quasi tempo sets or something like that. But basically a slow lower, but you're just going from a certain number and then working your way down and doing reps like that. So I enjoyed those. And then some more slow lowers. This time we just did a pull-up. Finally, a little muggy out, and especially in the garage. I like to get sweaty. And so take the shirt off, let it go, and just let the sweat drip. But again, these slow lowers, so a minute down. I did 2 sets of 1 minute down pull-ups. Shoot, I was going to speed this up. I just realized that. So I'm going to have to blabber on here for another minute. But yeah, these are tough, challenging. Works your grip, works your hanging, shoulders, lats, everything stretching out. I don't know if in this set you can tell much, but I know on the second set I remember just the body shaking a lot while doing these. So just this slow lower, just another way to change things up and not always have to be, yes, there's stuff you can do fast, do slow, do heavy, do light, do everything, change things up, give your body different stimuluses and find out what works best for you. And those really will challenge you. So I suggest trying out some of those slow lowers. If you don't want to do it from the pull-up bar, if you're not that strong yet, you could just do like a empty bar, like a broomstick or something. I know Dak does a version of that where you just pull that down really slow. Then we get in, went back inside, hit some impulses. I like these bent over pec. The one where you're going in towards the pec really hits the pec well. These ones hit like the the delt, the side delt, the lateral delt of the shoulder a little bit, even in the outer portion of the pec too, where your pec is meeting your shoulder there. So I really enjoy these. I like these. That heavier, not a rapid rep, so to speak, where I'd be just going fast as possible. These are just heavy, hard, hitting that point of impact and getting the tendons, getting the ligaments in the shoulder, in the pec, prepared. I found better shoulder, better pec health since starting implementing these over the last year or so, a couple of years maybe now. Lose track of time. So, but again, just another variation of those. I like those. Then we just hit the pump with the arms here, hit some dips and some the ring dips. I like the ring dips again, challenging stability, challenging strength. Just a little dip stimulus. Plus, I don't have an actual dip bar. It's kind of a pain to set up 2 barbells anyway to do it or whatnot. Other ways to do it, but I love rings. Gymnastics rings are big. Then, of course, you find some lint in your belly button hair, and you got to get that out. So that's that. Then we hit the biceps with some more with some hammer curls. All right, sorry, just got cut off there. My phone went into the old nighttime turn off mode from this app because it's getting late when I'm doing this. Usually I'm in bed or getting ready to turn the phone off by now. But hit the hammer curls there to hit the biceps. And then one of my favorite things, probably my favorite hanging version, is the scorpion, skydiver, whatever you want to call it. Just have the legs on the ground, let the spine bend a little, and just hang, let the shoulders stretch out. Just a great way to finish out the day with some spinal holds there and let the spine bend. Because, again, like I said before, my spine is a 2x4 from all the compression, all the heavy lifting over the years, and really working on an expansion, that decompression and the bending of the spine and spinal movement over the last year or two, just to really improve spine health and how it feels. So that was the training for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think and ask any questions. I'd love to help. And if you want to jump on a program and follow along with the training I do, you can comment below, send me a message, or hit the link in the bio to join the Athlete for Life online training team. So that's what I have for you guys. Thanks for watching.